Hi everyone, welcome back once again. Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. We are staying at Dreams Vallarta Bay.
What is going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me once again. If it's your first time here, my name's Mario, and in this video, I will be showcasing the Dreams Vallarta Bay, located in the heart of Puerto Vallarta, which is only about a 15-minute drive from the main international airport. This resort is equipped with 327 rooms. It has 4 specialty restaurants, a huge buffet, multiple pools, and we will be going over all that and more in this video, so do me a big favor. Sit back, relax, and let's get into it. When you first arrive to the resort, you are greeted by a bellman, and as he grabs your bags, another bellman comes out with some margaritas, a cold towel to help cool you off and start your vacation. And as you take a sip of the first margarita, you stop and take a look at the view, and you are truly mesmerized by the beautiful tropical setting. So there was a corridor between the lobby bar and the check-in desk, and it also gave access to 2 of the specialty restaurants. If you booked with Costco, this is where you would go to meet with your agent to get your return tickets. They also had some random stores, and they even had the Coco Cafe, which I will be going over later in this video. Okay, so at the end of the hallway, there were 3 elevators that would get you to the main level of the resort. And at the bottom of the resort, there was a pathway to the preferred club lounge. Now, me and my family always like to choose something a little bit better than regular. Because if there's an option for better or best, why not go for best, right? Because when you do book a preferred club room, you get to hang out in this beautiful area. They have all these beautiful, delicious snacks for you. You have a private bar upstairs. Here, check it out. Now let's make our way back upstairs and let me show you this preferred room. The room that we chose was a preferred ocean view room, and it was on the 4th level of the preferred building. This room came equipped with a jacuzzi on the balcony. One of the downsides to this room was that the beds were on the smaller side, being fulls and not queens. But other than that, it was in good shape and everything worked as expected. Some of the other added amenities that were included in the room were a bottle of Bacardi, some chips and M&Ms, and in the fridge you would find sodas, beers, juices, and water bottles. Now, let's make our way back outside, and right next door to the preferred club was the Explorers Club, which was the kids drop-off service, basically known as the Kids Club. They had set times for each day with different activities for your kids to enjoy. They even had an outdoor volcano rock wall and a number of other outdoor activities and playgrounds to enjoy as well. I don't know about you guys, but I am hungry, so let's start talking about some food. The buffet was open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It had different settings for each day and had different types of meals as well. The breakfast was unique compared to other resorts that I've been to because they had a juicing station where you could choose your vegetables and they would blend it all for you fresh right there on the spot. They even had an omelet station, as typical, where they would bake your favorite veggies into your omelet. They had a little kids area and other ready to go made meals, and the overall design of the buffet was very nice and modern. It had a very new feel to it, and I really appreciated having all the chefs on board ready to help get the flow going a lot faster versus just one person. But yeah, it was a very nice place to be. Now let's make our way over to some of the restaurants. First up was Tamarindo, the Mexican cuisine. Tamarindo was the Mexican cuisine. This restaurant made tableside drinks and the margaritas were really special. The chicken mole sauce was authentic and tangy. The fajitas came out steamy and the corn cake was warm and gooey. Highly recommend it. Check out the menu. Directly across the way from that restaurant is the next restaurant, specialty restaurant. This was the Asian cuisine, known as Himetichicho. I butchered that so bad. Anyways, this place was really good. One of the best things that I ate at this whole resort was in this restaurant. It was the Mongolian beef. Oh my god, I still think about it. It was delicious. The meat was cooked perfectly. It was so tender and juicy. It had that smoked char to it. So good. Highly recommend it. Castaways is going to be the last restaurant on this list. There was one more, but it was age restriction with the kids, so we couldn't go to it. It was an Italian restaurant, of course. But this restaurant was really nice. It had a beautiful setting, nice ocean views. This place was more like a steakhouse, Mediterranean kind of flavors. The steak was like dipped in some kind of gravy. It was really good. Very, very, very tender and delicious. Highly recommend it again. Also, some notable backups was that the room service at this resort was actually really good. It did take a little bit longer than usual to get your food. It took about an hour to get your food, but other than that, I mean, it was really good. Breakfast came within, 45 to an hour. Everything was warm, everything was fresh. The eggs were made perfect. The beans were so delicious. They had like this sour, tangy taste to them. Okay, so let's make our way over to some water activities. The beach first. This beach was gorgeous. The only bad thing I could say about it is that it was very rocky. So I highly recommend wearing at least some beach shoes if you're sensitive on your feet, because there were a bunch of little rocks everywhere when you first want to go into the water. But once you get into the water, it's very fun. Luke just ate a full mouthful of water and sand in that one. You should back up and watch that again. Yeah, it was a great time. We loved it. The water was so warm. It was like, I want to say like 85 degrees. And it was clear. It was clean. Again, once you get past those few 5 feet of rocks, you're in the water. You're good. You're perfect. You have nothing else to complain about. And again, the water was gorgeous. We had so much fun just sitting out there. We were watching the people get pulled by the boat. It was so much fun. Just our whole day at the beach was really fun. And then you just make your way back over to the pools and look at that. You have all these different pools to choose from. The back two were for kids, which was nice because they had kiddie pools, they had water slides, they had so many beach chairs, they had so many umbrellas everywhere. It was not hard to find some empty chairs. And if you couldn't find any, all you had to do was go up to a worker and ask him. Say, hey, can you know where there's two empty chairs? And sure enough, he would know because they keep an eye on people leaving and coming. So that's like one pro tip is go ask a worker for some chairs and they'll know exactly which ones are open for you. Yeah, this water slide was one of the funnest areas for us. Alina went down it, Jacob went down it, everyone went down the slide. They all had a great time. They also had food available here. It was called the Barefoot Grill, where they had like burgers, hot dogs, sandwiches, french fries, salads, pizzas. It was nice to have something, at least some options if you're wet and you don't have to go change. Just come here, grab what you want, and then go back on your beach chair and hang out and eat. I didn't forget about the Coco Cafe. Coco Cafe was the cafe that had snacks, coffees, cappuccinos, teas, hot waters, you name it, it had it. And it was always ready for you. The only thing was the ice cream station wasn't open until 2 p.m. and then it was open till 10 p.m. at night. So that was nice. It was open a little bit later. The coffees were open pretty much all day, every day. And yeah, this was just a nice little place to come retreat, grab some snacks before you were heading out on your adventures in Mexico. This right here was the board that had all the activities as far as shows, kids club, yoga, beach activities, beach games, volleyballs, and it had everything that you needed to know for the whole day that was on there. Also, directly behind the hotel was the city. You didn't need to do anything crazy. You could have just literally walked out the gate of the hotel and just walked into the city and boom, you're there. The Dreams Vallarta Bay is an all-inclusive hotel that gives you a taste of Mexico. And for being how old this resort is, it's still being kept in very good shape. But age is starting to show its signs. Overall, I would say this is a good first resort to help get your feet wet. But there are much newer options available at this price point. But having its location in the heart of Puerto Vallarta, with its beautiful beach, huge pools, and its tasty restaurants, still makes it one resort worth coming and checking out. Only negatives that I had was the lack of queen beds. The positives outweigh all the negatives, so there's really not much to complain about. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed my video and that it was helpful in planning for your next vacation. We will be taking a few more trips before the end of the year, so please consider subscribing so you don't miss our next family adventure. And as always, thanks for watching.
And as always, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.